everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time here, or no, your second time, your multiple times here. I don't know what's going on. My brain is done. I've been organizing my WIPs for the past hour, because today is the WIP parade. So we're going to do this kind of quickly. Well, this is December 31st. I'm probably not going to post this until January 1st. That's so weird to say. So, because I figure it's going to take me a long time to edit this video. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit all of my stuff into the description box like I usually do in my regular videos. So I'm going to try to remember to... Oh no, did I forget my phone? Dang, I forgot my phone. I'm going to try to remember to say everything I can about these WIPs. I have to go get my phone because that's like how... I have the dates written down on my phone for when I started these things. So hold on one second. Okay. I have my phone. So we should be good. So I'm going to start with my finishes for the year of 2021. And I had a few. So let me just, some of them I don't have in my possession anymore, or I do have them, but they're hanging up. But I have pictures of when they were finished. I don't think I have pictures of them fully finished, but they all of the ones I don't have physically, have all been fully finished. So let me pull up some pictures. So for all of the pieces that I started prior to 2021, I will include like where I was at the beginning of the year photos. Everything else, like if I started it this year, won't have any beginning photos. It'll just be like, here's where I am, because I'll use that for like next year. So the first one I'm going to show up here is where I was on Mulan at the beginning of the year. So if I remember correctly, do I even have it? I don't actually know if I have it. Well, I'll find it and I'll put it up here. I don't think I had too much done. I have like maybe 4 pages done or something like that. I didn't have very much done. My goal this year was to finish it, and I did. So here is the finished photo. I do have that photo in my phone at the moment. So this is what it looks like. It is fully framed, and I have given it to my friend. So she already owns it, but here's what it looked like. The next one is, and I don't know, I only started this one a little bit, I think, prior to 2021. So this is called Sherlocked? I don't remember what it's called, but it is a Sherlock theme pattern. Oh, Mulan was from Nanny Sweet Patterns on Etsy, but I don't think she sells these anymore, so sorry. This one is Mandarink's design, Sherlocked. I am Sherlocked? I don't know. The door, the Sherlock door. 221B. Anyway, so I only had a little tiny piece. You should be seeing what it looked like prior to here, and then I did finish it. So here is what it looks like at the end of the year. Again, this one is framed, and I have given it to my mother-in-law, so it's not here. And then the last one that I finished that I don't have currently here with me. Oh, did I finish? No, I finished that last year. The last one I finished this year was Darth Vader. So I started this as my freebie start this year in No New Starts, and then I dropped out of No New Starts like in October. I think it was like October. But this was considered my freebie start for the year, so I don't have a start photo for you because I just started it and then I finished it. But here is what it looked like finished. It didn't take me very long to do this one. I don't remember when I started and finished all of these. Sorry, I didn't write that part down, but I do have when my WIPs were all started. But yeah, that's what that one looked like. That one is with my brother. So I gave that one to my brother. It is fully framed and all of that. So those are the ones that I don't have currently in my possession. But I do have 2 more finishes that are not fully finished yet. The first one was my Nightmare Before Christmas sale. And I don't have a start photo for you because I just started it this year and then I finished it. I think I started this in September. I think the frame was put out in September, and then I finished it in October when it was, you know, when it was finished. So that is what it looks like. Super fun. Really love this. This is Grace Notes Fabrics in Michael. It is a 28 count linen. And then the last one is one that I literally just finished and I just showed on one of my last videos. It was tiny. I finished it in one sitting. I started it and finished it on the same day, but it is my little Mushu, and this store is called Dolly Mop Dandies on Etsy, and it's kind of washing out the red, the light, but it is 28 count Lugana in the colorway Rubius by Picture This Plus. So those were my finishes for the year. Not very many, but more than I would say like usual is a usual thing for me. Okay, so WIPs. Let's get into WIPs, right? That's what we're here for. So the first one, and I'm going to tell you the dates I started and all of that if I can remember all of the information. Some of the first ones I started, I don't have all of the information. So sorry. So the first one in my WIP list is my Queen Bee Flower Farm. This is, here I'll show you what it's gonna look like. That's a good idea, Hannah. This is a pattern by Hands On Design. It will look like that. I'm not sure, I'm still debating whether I'm gonna do this part, but I'm doing this part currently. So here is where I am now. I started this on December 27th of 2018. So it needs love. 18, 19, 20. So right now it's 2 years old. So I'd love to get it finished next year. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I don't necessarily want it to be too old because it shouldn't take this long to do this kind of size pattern. It's not a big pattern, but what can you do? I'm gonna try to keep these somewhat contained. I'm not promising anything to myself, but you know, what can you do? There's no good way to do this. This phone keeps on falling, and okay. The next one I will put on the screen here what it's gonna look like. It is a Stitch in Time. This is the max color version. It is a Haid pattern. The artwork is by Amy Stewart. I'm also not promising I'm going to remember who all the artists are for all of them. So I always put that information in my normal videos, so if I show that piece in my normal video, you'll have that information, but I'm not going to promise it today. So that's what it would look like, and here's where oh wait, I can show you what it looked like the beginning of this year as well. I hope I showed that before I started showing you this, but here's what it does look like. Oh, maybe I won't do that. I'll do the comparison photo. Yeah, I won't show you what it did look like. I'll show you the comparison photo at the end afterwards. I can't do this sitting down. I hate sitting down. But yeah, here's where it is now. So it didn't get a whole lot of love. I feel like I didn't even finish this page, but we'll get there. It is the top of the piece, so that's that. I started this one on May 26, 2019. So it's a few years old. 19, 20, 21, it's like 2 years old. Wait, 12, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, so this one's 2 years old. That one is 3 years old. Okay, and then here's the comparison photo from the beginning of the year. Okay, and sorry about the zippers. I am going to zip them all back up because it gets a little too much. Okay, the next one that I have, I don't have like a where I was before photo because this is where I was before. I haven't touched this or Queen Bee Flower Farm at all this year. So those two I don't have start photos for. But here is Mermaids of the Deep Blue. It is a pattern by Mirabilia. And I don't know what the fabric is that I'm doing this on. Also don't know for Queen Bee Flower Farm. most of my full coverage is 25 or 28 count. Stitch and Time was 25 count. But here is where I am with this one. I will be touching this next year. It and Queen Bee Flower Farm, they're both in my WIP Go, on my WIP Go boards for this coming year. So I started this one on July 13th of 2019. So it really needs some love. And I'm doing her skin 1/1. I always do my Fancy Ladies 1/1. I don't do many Fancy Ladies, but when I do their skin 1/1. And everything else, I do over 2. Okay. Actually, maybe I do need to take these out because it's getting confusing. Okay. The next one, I will show you what it will look like on the screen. This is a chart that I charted myself. I call it Tulips. And here is where it is currently. I did touch this quite a bit this year, actually. If I remember correctly, because I'm not looking at the photos right now. Fudge. Okay. I'm not looking at the photos currently, but if I remember correctly, I don't even think I was finished with this page. So I finished a whole page this year. And like finished this page. If I'm remembering correctly. Oh, my nose is itchy. But yeah, that's where we're at. I started this in August, so August 9th of 2019. And the butterflies there. I can't wait to finish the butterflies' wings. But I'm going to try to probably start converting most of my stuff to diagonal again this year. I'm not really sure, but, and then here's the comparison photo. But we'll see if I actually end up deciding to do that. I don't know. Right now I'm really digging the diagonal, but I did used to do diagonal like for everything and then I changed it. So we'll see what I decide to do. The next one is World of Disney, I think. Yeah. This is what it will look like. This is another pattern I got on Etsy. It is from Z Anna Cross Stitch on Etsy. Oh my gosh, there's so much fabric. And nope. Here is where I got to. So I honestly cannot remember. You'll see in the comparison photo, but I can't remember. I think I finished both of these 2 pages. Like, these ones were done. And I think I was doing this page. I finished this page, and then I'm trying to take that column all the way to the top. And then I'm going to just do it across. I don't know whether I'm going to take it all the way to the top and just start diagonaling, or if I'm going to take it all the way across, or up, and then go across, and then do a diagonal. I don't know. I don't know yet what I'm doing. But that's where I am. Yes. So, I started this one on August 21st of 2019. So, I'm hoping I get this done before my battery on my computer dies. And then I will have to add in a couple clips or one clip at least, because I have one piece that I am currently stitching on, and I want to get to a different spot before I show you guys. Anyway, so I'll come back at the end with like an extra clip later. Okay, the next one is Canine Sanctuary. This is a chart by, oh my gosh, why am I blanking? This is by, what is happening with my brain? What is happening? What is actually going on? Charting Creations. Charting Creations. I knew that before I even looked. Anyway, that took me forever. The artist is Nikki Boemi. We all know I can't say that last name. I don't know how to say that last name. And hopefully you saw what it looked like. And here's where I am now. So I can't remember. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I know I finished this page. I was working on this page. I think I was like in the window somewhere. So I finished this page and then I started this next page. And I'm working my way up to the top. But I am trying to convert, so I'm probably going to take this column all the way up. If that's not the top, I might have like one more block of 10 by 10, but this might actually be the top. Because I didn't park anything up here. So I'm assuming that might actually be the top. Yes, he was just barking downstairs. Sir, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're making lots of noise. Very frustrating. I'm trying to do this quickly. But anyway, and then here's the comparison photo. I started this in September, on September 8th of 2019. So I had quite a few. I think the only 18 start I had was, or I still have, because I finished all of my other 18 starts, is the Queen Bee Flower Farm. So that's why I'd like to get that one done, because it's the only 2018 project I still have. Okay, the next one is Once Upon a Fairy Tale. This is a chart by Heaven and Earth Designs. The artist is Amy Stewart. This is the supersized max color version, so it is giant. I'm doing this on, all of the full coverage so far you've seen are on 25 count. This one's also on 25 count. And then here is where it is. So I have a lot done on this one. I always have to back up. I have to back up for this one because it's long now. Like, I have a long strip here, and because it's me, I'm going to be taking this all the way up and starting to kind of convert to diagonal. I think I'm still not sure with some of these if I'm actually going to do that or not, because it seems like a lot of work, but some of them I'm absolutely doing it. So we'll see what I end up actually doing. Come on. Get away from there. Okay. But yeah, so I think I actually finished this page, completed this whole page, and then did this part. If I'm not wrong. I could be wrong. I could be 100% wrong. But I'm pretty sure that I finished this page. Actually, I finished it down here because I went down this page and then I started going up this page. So I don't know. Or at least I'm pretty sure I went down this page. I did it like this way. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. I can't remember, so here's the comparison photo for you to remember. And I started this one on December 15th of 2019. So this was my last 2019 start. And then I started other things in 2020. Because no new starts hadn't even been a thought in people's brains yet. Okay, so 2020, I didn't start anything for a while in 2020, so I worked on those pieces through 2020. I think I worked on that specific Once Upon a Fairy Tale for like a while, because it kept my interest for so long, because everybody was working on it. But the first piece I started in 2020 was my World Wonders map by Gecko Rouge. This is artwork by Maria Rubinki, and hopefully you saw what it looked like. And here is where it is. So I have no clue where it was at the beginning of the year. I want to say I had done this page and this page, and I finished this page and started this page, but I can't remember. Or I even maybe like wasn't finished this page. maybe I wasn't even finished this page, so I don't even think I was finished. I finished this page, did this whole page, and then started this page, I think. But I don't remember. So here's the comparison photo for you to remember. And I started this on June 10th of 2020. So I worked on all of those other projects all the way through till June, and then I finally started something new. Oh, this piece is so hard to get back in the bag. Crazy. And now that I'm thinking about it, I might not actually include start photos for the pieces I finished. I don't know yet. I'm still deciding. So we'll see how I cut this, because I'm not sure. Okay, the next piece that I started was my wedding piece. So, I, again, took a photo that was taken at my wedding, and I put it into a converter, and I charted this myself. So this is a by me piece of art, and then hopefully you saw what it will look like. And then here is what it looks like now. So, and that's the bottom. There's not much down there. It's just it's all this dark color. But there's what it looks like now. I worked on this a lot. I don't think, yeah, I think this was like monogamous for quite some time. And then I did every Sunday for a long time. So I did a lot of pages. This is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I want to say 10, and I started on 11. And then I went back up here again because I want to convert this to diagonal. So I know this one I'm converting to diagonal stitching, but I got a lot done on this. I don't know whether I got a lot done on this like this year, but I got a lot done of this since I started. And here is where I was at the beginning of the year. Again, can't remember, but I did start this on August 8th of 2020. So it's been a year, but at least it's only been a year, right? A lot has gotten done in a little over a year, which I can't say for all of my pieces. And what I didn't include in here is my UFO. So, the next one I started was my first Long Dog. So this is Castles in the Air by Long Dog Samplers. That's what it will look like. And here is where it is now. So I don't remember how much I got done. I can't remember for any of these, but I'm pretty sure, like, I think I had the first page done, but I'm pretty sure I finished the second page and I moved into the third page, and I got like mostly done the third page. I think I stopped doing the back stitch for a little bit in this page. I think I mostly did the back stitch, but I was getting fed up with doing the back stitch, so I just went and did some full crosses. That's why, like, I did the whole border down the side. I started down here. I wanted to just get out of the back stitch for a little while. But I love this. This is Autumn Splendor by Fabrics by Stephanie. It is a 32 count linen, and I'm using a Silks for You. I don't know what the number is, but it's in, if I show this in a video, in one of my regular videos, it will be in there. So stay looking for that. I think it's like PR 120 or something. It's like a cream color. And then here's the comparison of where I was at the beginning of the year. And I started this one on December 17th of 2020. So we're almost done the 2020 starts. Actually, are we done the 2020 starts? No. We have one more 2020 start. And it's not really a start, it's a restart. So, and I decided, at first I was like, oh, I'll just leave the start from when I originally started, but then I decided, no, I'm gonna count the restart as its own start. date. So this is Dogs. It's by Mystic Stitch. The artwork is, I think, Howard Robinson. I don't remember, but I think it's Howard Robinson. This is frustrating. Okay. And at the beginning of the year, I know I only had 200 stitches done, like the exact amount I needed for New Starts. So I got a lot done, and here it is now. And we do a fun little game with when I pull this out and we name the dogs. I still haven't finished her. But we play name the dog on my regular Flosstubes when we pull this out. But because I'm converting over to diagonal now, I was working on this dog, but now I'm back up here trying to convert this to 100% fully diagonal. So we're going to see this dog probably appear before we see this dog down here up here. So we're going to have to figure out, we're going to see which one we're naming first. But yeah, fun. And gosh, if I can remember, this is Dante, and then I think this one's Leela. I think. Or Kiera? Is it Kiera? Oh, guys, I have to look back in my notes to remember what we named them. But I know Dante just because Dante was my first. So, he's easy to remember, but I'm pretty sure this one's Kiera, if I remember correctly. Anyway, and then here is the comparison photo, which is only, the start is only 200 stitches. So, this one was easy to remember because I knew. And I started this one on December 13th of 2020. And then we get into the 2021 New Starts, which is like a majority of my WIPs. Because no New Starts worked for a little while. And then in August, what did I do for my my freebie was Darth Vader. So I did my freebie, and then in August, so it was August when I pretty much dropped out of New Starts. In August, the Cryptid Sal from the Witchy Stitcher came out, and I was like, dang it. I need to do that. So I don't have any start photos for you or anything like that, and I don't have a this will look like photo, because it is still a mystery Sal that we are still working on. So here is where I am, and January will be starting again. So we took a little bit of a break through the month of December, at least the last, like 3 or 4 weeks. We took a break, so we still have 4 left, and originally it was supposed to end on my birthday. Now it's going to end the week after my birthday, which is fine. But this is where we are, so I will have a finish on this next year because I am keeping up with this. This one is like the Sal that I will keep up with no matter what. And again, this is the Witchy Stitcher. This fabric is 36 count. Hold on, let me check. 36 count Cyprium. It is a linen, and it's by Picture This Plus. Really like it. I really like Picture This Plus linens. Not such a fan of their Luganas. Okay. Oh, and I started that a little after it came out on August 7th, 2021. Like I said, these are all the 21 New Starts. So this one is Dracula. This is by Hair and Needle on Etsy. Needle and hair and needle. I'm pretty sure it's Hair and Needle. And here is hopefully what it will look like. And really, I don't need to show that much to you because I'm almost done. It's like so close to being done. All I need to do is finish the bottom, finish this side bit, which is going to look exactly the same as this, and then add the candle here, and then this thing goes right here. That's literally all I have to do. So this was called in WIP Go for January, so it will be finished in January. I have decided, because I had been talking about changing his skin, Dracula's skin, for a while now. I have decided I'm going to leave it. It's not going to break my heart to leave it. If it was going to like really mess with me, I would change it, but I don't need to. So I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it. But this will be a finish. This will probably be one of my first finishes. This and one other one that I will show you. I started this in on September 19th of 2021. And then this kicked off kind of my way crazy new starts. This is called Dusk. It is a 32 count linen by Steel City. Okay. The next one, we're almost, not really almost there. We're almost on the first box. The next one is, I don't really have a cover photo for you because it's like a conversion of Celtic Autumn by Lavender and Lace. But this is, I'm going to say it correctly this time, Samhain? Samhain? I think that's correct this time. Please correct me if I'm still saying it wrong. This is what I believe is Samhain. And it is like the Halloween version of Celtic Autumn by Lavender and Lace. And here is what it looks like at the moment. So I've done everything except for the metallic and beads over here. The cat is technically still decapitated. There is going to be a collar that's going to go in here, but I just don't have the, it's like a copper thread that needs to go in there, and it's sparkly and I don't have it, so I'd like to get it. Or I might get a toile and put it in there, I'm not sure. And then I have started the writing. I need to really think about the writing because I kind of just went for it in this letter, but I think I actually need to think about the rest of the letters, like where I'm changing the floss color. So I'm gonna do a little bit more work with those before I actually stitch them in. And then I'd love to get to her soon. But the fabric is by Grace Knits Fabrics. It is a 32 count. Wait, it's on here. Is it on here? No, it's not on here. Did it fall off? It probably did. It probably ripped off or something. I don't have it. I know what it is, but I can't remember. I think it's 32 count. 32 count symphony. Oh, it's right here. It didn't fall off. It's just, I'm just silly. 32 count, yes. Linen Symphony. It was a fabric of the month. I don't remember, for October? No, it couldn't have been October because October hadn't happened yet. It must have been the September fabric of the month by Grace Knits Fabrics. So, and that was the linen. And then I used the Lugana for something else. And I started that one on September 24th of 2021. And then the next one is on the Lugana. The Grace Knits Fabrics Lugana. Here is what it will look like. This is Halloween Nomies by Autumn Lane Stitchery. It is so cute. And here is where it is. Like I was saying, this is Symphony in Lugana. It's such a different color. Isn't it so different? I love this one. It's showing up much more gray on the camera. It is purple with gray. It looks mostly gray on the camera to me. It's not that gray. That's kind of better. It's like purple and gray. It's a very cool color. I thought this was perfect. There's a lot still left, so I can use it for other things. I'll probably use it for one of my gnomes, because why not? I'm thinking maybe my Halloween one. We'll see. But yeah, that's where I am. That's where I got to. So, fun stuff. Oh, and that's, I think, 28 count Lugana, because I usually get the 28 count in Lugana and the 32 count in linen. And then, oh, and I started that. Halloween Nomies was October 2nd of 2021. The next one is Autumn Quakers, and that's what it will look like. This is by Rosewood Manor, and this was a kind of, well, most of them were impromptu starts, but this was purely because I got this fabric and I was like, oh, this will work perfectly. So here is where I am currently. This fabric is Bestitch Me. It is a 32 count linen. I think it's called After the Harvest. Yeah, After the Harvest. It is a fabric of the month from September. It's so cool. Isn't it so cool? It's such an interesting fabric. I love it. So there's that. Bestitch Me really does, like, it's kind of like artwork, her fabrics. Yeah. And I started that one on October 4th of 2021. The next one is Spooky Welcome in my Jack Skellington bag. I forgot to show my dog's bag, but that's okay. We all know. We all know it's my dog's drinking wine. Oh, and did I show what it is? No, I didn't. This is Spooky Welcome by Stony Creek. And don't we love how orange that fabric is in that picture? Well, guess what? Mine's oranger. Yes, mine is oranger. It goes this way. It does not go that way. It goes this way. This is what I have now, again, with the, like, artwork type fabric. So cool. So cool. And it's, like, bright orange. Like, that's closer to what it actually is. Like, that bright. It's so bright. Oh, that's pretty good, too. That's pretty accurate. It's very bright. I would say it's a little more, like, dark orange than it's showing, but it's what it is. So that's that. It's all one color. This is also September fabric of the month. It's called Pumpkin Patch by Bestitch Me. Again, a 32 count linen. Because I get the Bestitch Me color and neutral, both on 32 count, because that's my preferred. Sorry, I have to readjust. They're all falling over the wrong way. And I started that on the 9th of October of 2021. Yeah. So now we're starting to get into, like, I almost started things every day since October. So, not exactly, but, like, close. So the next one is my Twisted Band Sampler by Northern Expressions Needlework or Needle Art. Northern Expressions. On Etsy. My hair keeps on itching my nose, or, like, tickling my nose. But hopefully I showed you what it will look like. And here is where I am. So I am doing the, like, specialty stitch version. So hopefully you can see some of those fun specialty stitches in there. The bigger motifs are regular crosses, and then these bands will be all of the specialty stitches, and this is super fun. And I'm using the Dinky Dyes. This fabric is a white linen. I don't even know what the count is. Maybe it's a 32 count, or it might be a 28 count. I have no idea. Some of these are just things that I had in my stash that I don't actually know what they are. So there's that. And that one I started on the 11th of October. And then the next one has a couple of different pieces on it, like the fabric. So I'm going to show you one and then come back to it, the fabric, as we go through, because I didn't start them all at the same time. So which one did I start first? Okay. I have to find it in here. The first one I started was How to Survive a Horror Movie by The Witchy Stitcher. So that's what it will look like, kind of. I'm changing it because I'm doing it on white. I'm not doing it on black because we all know I hate black fabric. I don't remember what I was just saying. I'm getting very frustrated with having to stop this multiple times. Like the last one I did had to stop it multiple times, and I'm having to do that again, and it's getting annoying. Because then I have to cut them all together, and it's easier to just put one on there than to cut multiple. Anyway, here I think is how it goes. And it goes a little farther over, but that's about, I think it goes this way. So I only have the border done, and this is as charted, the color, but I will be changing inside because I'm obviously doing it on a white fabric. This is Blood Spatter by, I think, Steel City. It is a 36 count linen by Steel City, and it's called Blood Spatter, yes. I won't need to say that again when I bring out the other two patterns that is on this fabric, but that's what that looks like. That one. Okay, I'm going to keep that on this side so I remember, and I started that one on the 12th of October of this year, 2021. The next one is, hello, Lady Justice by Mirabilia. So my second Mirabilia, because the Mermaids of the Deep Blue were my first Mirabilias, but I've done a bunch of lavender and laces before, so honestly, I like lavender and laces better. Maybe that's just a me thing, but I like them better. I don't know why. I don't know exactly. Maybe it's just because, like, I fell in love with them first. I'm not sure. But I'm just maybe not a big Mirabilia fan. I like them. I just don't like working on them. I have no idea which way this goes. I'm pretty sure this is correct. Like this. But I might be wrong. That might be inaccurate. So I'm not sure. But I think that's correct. This is a Lugana, I think. I had actually bought this fabric for something else, and then it wasn't going to fit. Yeah, this is a 28 count Lugana from Color and Cotton. It's called Luna. I do like it. I just was going to use it for something else, and it wouldn't fit for something else because I ended up deciding to do the whole pattern rather than just part of the pattern for something else. So, yeah. This was started on the 16th of October. Okay, next. We're just gonna keep going. The next one is Apocalypse Princesses. You just saw this, like, Wednesday. This one is a 28 count Lugana. Sorry, here is what it will look, or yeah, what it will look like. This is a chart by Pain Free Crafts. And the artist, I have no idea. Haven't memorized these artists yet because they're new and I have no idea. So, sorry. But here is where I am. Again, don't have a... Oh, this is a lot since the last video that you just saw. So, just by the way, there's quite a bit done since Wednesday. It's hard to tell, but yeah, so that dingy white up there was the first couple whites that I did, and it was a new skein, which is really annoying, but it's because it's been a while since I worked there, so like everything else is just a little brighter than that, so eventually they'll all become dingy like that, but I don't care. So that's where I am. I've got a lot done. We're looking good. It's kind of hard to show. Eventually you'll be able to see more than just this brown. But I started this one on the 18th of October. And then we're going to go back to Blood Spatter. I'm going to show you... Yes. So this one is called Ouija. The Happy Halloween version. She has a couple different versions of like the Ouija board. I'm not doing those colors at all. I'm doing none of those colors actually. The bats might stay the same, but I think everything else is going to change colors. So, I'm still kind of just I'm winging it a little bit for some of these. Like the color changes because because I can. So here is my start for that one. So less of a start, but it's still a start. It's more than 200 stitches. But yeah, it's just the top border. That is a total different color. Like I was saying, it's a totally different color, but that's okay. Oh, I started that one on the 22nd. Now he's vacuuming downstairs. Awesome. This is great. Sorry about the vacuum. Like I said, the 22nd of October. Started at Ouija. Okay, the next one is my Linen and Threads mystery sampler from 2017. So I'm a little late. It's not a mystery anymore. That's okay. I'm doing this on a linen that I have no idea what it is. I'm not even sure what count it is. But I'm using Silks for You, which again, don't know the number of the Silks for You, but that's where we are at. I think I showed you what it will look like, hopefully. But yeah, that's where we're at. It's so pretty. And it's soft. Like just touching it. Anyway. So, there's that. Okay. Next. And I started that one on the 26th of October. So it seems like every couple of days in October I was starting something. Oh, that's because I was doing the Nightmare Before Christmas sale. So any day that I didn't start something new is probably because I only had time to finish the Nightmare Before Christmas square. That would be why. The next one is Ariel. It's Muka Ariel, same designer as my Mulan. So this is Nanny Sweet Patterns on Etsy. She does not sell these. As far as I'm aware, she doesn't sell these anymore. The artist for these, I forgot to mention, is Hannah Alexander. So that's that. And that's what it will look like. Hopefully you saw it. And here is where, oh, let's hold it correctly. How about that? That's where we're at now. So I got a lot done. I have a lot. I'm ready for this coming year. Good stuff. Yay. Okay. Okay, I started that one on the 29th of October. Yeah. And then the next one is Winter by the Cricket Collection. No, the Cross-Eyed Cricket, but it's the Cricket Collection. I'm not sure. I know the name of the company is the Cross-Eyed Cricket, so I'm not really sure what the Cricket Collection part is. I don't know. But this is Winter. That's what it will look like. I am not using the called for fabric. I'm using Fabrics by Stephanie. It is called Snowdrifts. It is a 32 count. Yeah, of course it is. It's a 32 count linen. And that's where I got to. So it's kind of hard to tell, but there are white stitches above the grain stitches on the W. So anyway, that's that one. Okay, next is another long dog. This one is called Mots d'Amour. Here's what it will look like. Kind of. Totally different color fabric, but you know, what can you do? This is where I got to. So I finished that whole first motif. The fabric is an exclusive for October from Grace Notes Fabrics. So you can't buy this anymore, but it's called Hope. It is a 32 count linen. Part of their proceeds went to cancer research in October. If you bought this and then the other pink, which I ended up buying. I bought both of them. Haven't started anything on the other pink yet, but I did start on this one because I knew I wanted to do this piece on this color in black. So I started this one on the Winter I started on the 30th of October, and then this one I started on the 2nd of November. Okay, we're getting there, and I'm almost out of battery, so I'm gonna have to go plug my computer in and maybe come back later, or maybe I don't know, we'll see. I'll get as far as I can get. Maybe I'll finish this box, and then I'll go plug my computer in. Okay, the next one is Yukikaze. This one is by Nani Thomas Illustrations. She used to be on Haid, then she branched off and started charting her own, like charting her artwork herself, or she has somebody doing it, whatever. Either way, she sells it on her own now. It was kind of weirdly Pattern Keeper compatible at first, and now it's like, it seems like it's fully Pattern Keeper compatible now, so that's nice. But here is where I am. So not much. I mean, it's 2 different colors of blue, which is not visible really at all. It looks pretty much like 1 color, but it's 2, technically. So yeah, this is a 28 count Lugana in white. Okay, next one. And I started that one on the 8th of November. The next one is Quaker Christmas 2, which I started before the first one. For whatever reason. And I'm doing the called for colors, but not the called for fabric. Which I think a lot of the fabrics like end up being like Picture This Plus, or like they chart Picture This Plus, and it's not always easy to find. This one I did pick up Picture This Plus fabric, or maybe it wasn't Picture This Plus, I don't remember. Either way, this is Picture This Plus. I don't like the fabric. I don't like working on it. I'm going to keep doing it because it's not terrible. It's not like I can't do it, but it's not that enjoyable for me. But this is Picture This Plus Heartland. It is a Lugana. Yeah, it's 32 count Lugana. It's not my favorite. But that's where I am. That is red. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. It's a red. It's a really dark red. But it is red. And I started this one on the 15th of November. Okay. Next is Double Double by the Prairie Schooler. Tiny, 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 tiny. And this is one sitting that I did all of this. Wait. Yeah, okay. That's one sitting. So I did a whole almost half of the border, because then the other half of the border looks exactly the same as this, essentially. There's a little bit that goes down here, and then it's over here. So it's gonna, like, it's not even gonna go to the edge of the halfway of the fabric. This fabric is a Be Stitch Me. It is called Vintage. It was one of their fabrics of the month. I don't remember which month, though. It's a 32 count linen. Okay, we're at 24. I've got a couple more. I started that on the 16th of November. And then this one, I don't have a cover photo for. This is the Classic Christmas Sale by Story Stitches. I started this on the 18th of November. Yeah, because the border came out then. Here's where I am. And like I mentioned in my last video, I am saving that last square to finish in January of 2022 so that I can start something new. Because when you finish something in the stream that I'm doing, when you finish something, you can start something new of the same size or smaller. So I can start something small. This is Joy to the World. It's a Grace Notes Fabrics. Is a 32 count linen. Pretty much if I say 32 count, it's usually going to be a linen. Sometimes it's Lugana, but most of the time it's linen. So I like to work on 28 count Lugana. I don't know. The next one is called Moon. I don't know why I just pointed at you. It's called Moons Out, Brooms Out. It is another Autumn Lane Stitchery design. I can't remember. I think it's called Blue Spruce. I'm not sure what the count is. Maybe it's 32 count. And I don't know who it's by. Swigart. I don't know. But here is where I got to. Oh, did I say when I started? Yeah, I started the 18th. This one I started on the 22nd of November. So that's where we are at. This one is fun. This one is going to be such a fun one to stitch on. Like, I kind of want to pull it out again, but I'm trying to wait. Okay, the next one is, I guess this is right. The next one is called Bilbo's Home. Here it is. This one is by Mandarinx Design. Again, she has her own website now. Here, hopefully you've seen what it looks like, or what it will look like. And here is what it looks like. Currently, this is a piece of 20, I believe 28 count. I'm doing this over 2, so 2 over 2. Not much there. It's 200 stitches though. It's 200 stitches, mostly in full stitches, and then some of them are in half stitches. But yeah, that's that one. And then the next one, we only have 2 more, and then I'm going to go plug this in and maybe finish it tomorrow. I'm not sure. I'm going to do as much as I can. We have my parents coming over tonight, so the next one is called, oh, when did I start that? Bilbo's Home I started on the 23rd of November. This one is Inspiration. Let me pull out the, here's what it will look like. It's another Rosewood Manor. So pretty. Oh, this one, Dying. There's so much backstitch though, so much. But here's where we are. I finished the first page. So first page, backstitch and all. So there's that. The fabric is called Gilded. Yeah, Gilded. It's a 36 count linen by Mystic Fabrics. And then the last one in this first box, and then I'm going to go charge my computer because we're at 19% now. The last one in this box is this French one that I can't say, so I'm going to just call it my Strawberry Gnomes. Or my Strawberry Gnome, I should say. It's only one. And this is by that person. La Petite Croix de Lucie. My French is not great. And then here is where I am with this one. And Inspiration I started on the 25th, and then this one I also started on the 25th. So I started both of these ones on the 25th of November. I think it was because I started this one, put it away. I don't remember why I started them on the same day, but I did. And now I'm going to pause this so I can go charge it. I'll be back. Hey, this is Saturday. So I'm going to continue with my parade. We had my parents over last night, so this is part 2, same video. I'm going to hopefully combine all of these clips together, and we're going to go from there. Anyway, so we're on to the second bag. So we finished the first tub bag yesterday, and we're on to the second one. I am just going to pull up here. Okay. Just have to make sure I'm on the right side. Hold on. Okay, I think that this is, yes, this is the next start. So this is Star Wars. The designer is from Etsy. It's Ziana Cross Stitch on Etsy. I put in just the recommended or the required 200 stitches on this. It is very tiny amount of stitching done. But here is where it is. So literally nothing. It's okay. It's 200 stitches. So this is where I'm starting off for the year. I started this on November 28th of 2021, and now that we're in 2022, it's wild. That's where that's at. This is 28 count Lugana. I think all of the full coverage pieces now, from now on, are on 28 count Lugana, because that's my preferred for full coverage. I just started on 25, so all of my beginning starts were on 25 count. Now I'm on 28 count. So the next one is a Quaker Christmas. So this is the first one by Bygone Stitches, and then yesterday, well, earlier in this video, yesterday for me, I showed the second one that I started first. But this one, and then I am doing the called for flosses, but not the called for fabric. Here is where this is, and I am doing this on ballet slippers by, I think, Rabbit and Fox and Rabbit? Yeah, Fox and Rabbit. So it's 32 count linen ballet slippers by Fox and Rabbit. It's really loud today. I feel like I'm being very loud today. Although my dog was barking yesterday. Everything was happening yesterday. So that's where that's at. It's going to be a long video. I'm sorry for everybody who doesn't like long videos. You don't have to watch this. Don't watch it if it's not your thing. Okay. And I started that one on the 29th of November. Then we have Spring Quakers by Rosewood Manor. And here is where I am. Whoop, whoop. Right there. I'm doing this on, I'm doing the recommended, the called for flosses, and this is All the Things by Mystic Fabrics. It is a 32 count linen. So it's a little bit of a green, slightly green. It's kind of a greenish, tannish kind of color. Okay. This one is Alternative Reality. It's going to be on the screen. Charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. The artist is Josephine Wall, and I literally put in the 200 stitches on this, and that's it. So here is where I am. So not much to look at. There's nothing much there, but it's there. And I started that on the, oh, did I tell you when I started Spring Quakers? The 30th? No. Yeah, the 30th of November for Spring Quakers, and then December 2nd for Alternative Reality. The next one is called Dreamin' of Screamin'. That's what it will look like. Not necessarily for me. I'm not really sure how I'm doing this yet because I'm doing this on a red fabric. Here is where I am. So that's what it looks like so far. You can see it a lot better with this light. So like I said before when I was working on this, I'm not sure how I'm going to do it because it is on red fabric. So I'm not sure if I'm going to color convert. I'm not sure. I don't know how I'm going to do this. This is Cardinal. It is a color of the month by Be Stitch Me. It is a 32 count linen. It's funny how I can remember the names of some fabrics, but like some of them I cannot. And I started that one on the 4th of December. And then this one is one of my round robins. Let me take out what it's going to look like. So here is what it's going to look like. It's called Dreaming of Mums by Rosewood Manor. I'm using all the called for flosses, so I will send out all of the called for flosses to the group. I think it goes this way. The fabric is angel hair. I can't remember, and I don't have the tag for it, so I believe it's a 32 count, but I'm not 100% sure. So it's like a yellowy fabric. So that's that one. And I started that on the 5th of December. And then I also started the next one on the 5th of December. And this is from the book Quilts for All Seasons. And I am doing, oopsies, can't get there. I'm doing the January quilt. And I got quite a bit done on this one. So this is also fabric that I just had in my stash. I have no idea what it's called. It's like an off-white cream kind of color. Not sure what count it is. It's either 28 or 32 count. I feel like it's 28 count, but it might be 32 count. I have no idea. So, sorry. Sorry I keep bending down too. It's just my stuff's down here. And like I said, I started on the 5th of December. Let me make sure I'm still in order. Okay, yes. Okay, then we have, maybe, if I could get it out. We have Amazing Grace. This is by Tilton Crafts, charted by Tilton Crafts. The artist, I can't remember. Sorry. So, like I said yesterday, which is earlier in this video, if you watch my regular videos, all of the information will be in my regular videos. I just can't fit it all into the description box. It's too much for the description box, so it won't let me. But anyway, here is where we are at the end of the year, / the beginning of the year. Got a good bit done. My goal is to work on that mostly every month. I have done the January stitches already, so I might work more on it, I'm not sure. And I started that one on the 6th of December, I think. Some of these I didn't really write down, so I guessed when I started. That'll become apparent later on. So most of them I wrote down, but like there are a few. And then this one is called Mary Poppins by RETM. And here is where we are at. And this is Jack-o'-lantern. This is a 40 count linen by XG Designs. Also, like very artworky type fabric. Very interesting, different, you know? So that's fun. And I started that one on the 6th of December. So this is A Mermaid's Treasure. It is charted by Hade, artwork by Amy Stewart. This is the max color version, I believe. Don't quote me, because I can't actually remember. I'm pretty sure it is, because I'm pretty sure if there's a max color, that's the one that's in my wish list. And this was a rack, as well as Alternative Reality, which is also, I think, max color, which was also a rack. So, but anyway, here is where we are at. I got quite a bit done. This is more than the 200 stitches, but it's only slightly more. I mean, when I say slightly more, it's like a couple tens over 200, I'm pretty sure. I can never actually remember. I know it's over 200. But not much to look at yet, because I just started that pretty recently here, less than a month ago at this point. That was started on the 7th of December. And then we have the one that I was correct about, or the one that I just almost pulled out. So this is called Celeste. It is charted by Cross Stitching Art. And hopefully you're seeing what it will look like, and I have to figure out which way it goes. I'm pretty sure this is correct. So this is where we are at. Very new start. And the fabric is Be Stitch Me. It's Princess in 32 count linen. Again, a color of the month, or a fabric of the month. I pretty much only use fabric of the month because that's what I have. from Be Stitch Me and Grace Knits Fabrics, because those are the two clubs that I'm in. And I can usually find something to do on those patterns. And I started that one on the 9th of December. Okay, and now this one I've done a lot on. This is Birds, Butterflies, and Blooms World Map, charted by Hade, artwork by Amy Stewart. And I worked on this a lot. I've got, I think, 2,000 stitches in, like almost exactly. And I think this is the regular color version, because at the point when I bought this, I don't think the max color was out, and I didn't want to wait. And I don't think, I mean, it would be nice to do the max color. I'm pretty sure this is not max color. It would be nice to do the max color, but at the same time, it's like nice to have just, you know, a couple that aren't max color versions. So here's where I'm at with that one. So you can see a lot is happening already. Like we have flowers and what are they called? Leaves and some like fun purpley things back there. Yeah. And there's a lot of different colors already happening in here. So, and I started this one on the 11th of December. I'm gonna have to edit this today. Okay. In my other Nightmare Before Christmas bag, we have Halloween Quaker. Oh, there goes my bag. It has fallen over completely. And here's where we are at. There we go. So, a good chunk. More than 200. Way over 200. So. And it's mostly the same color. It's two different colors here. Black and a fancy floss that I can't remember the name of. Okay, let's get my bag back over here as it topples over. And I started that one on the 13th of December. Okay, then we have Angel of Love by Lavender and Lace. And this one was kind of I was going to start this on a different fabric, then I got this fabric from Grace Knits Fabrics, and I was like, oh my gosh. Oh, I forgot to mention what the fabric was for Halloween Quaker. That is Hocus Pocus. It's a 40 count linen by Maples, Minders, and More on Facebook. Okay, I have no clue how this goes, but I think it goes this way. So here's Angel of Love. And this fabric is Cappuccino by Grace Knits Fabrics. Yes. It is a 30 count linen. And it's like perfect because the linen I had chosen for this pattern was gross. Like, it felt gross. It was stiff as a board and I did not want to work on it. So, I'm not. And I started that one on the 18th of November. Okay, and then this one is, here's a photo. This is Joyous Noel. It's by Susan Ake. And I am doing the DMC conversion. Somebody had converted because they use, I don't know, some other thread, and I was not going to do that. I was not going to pay for the threads because it's not even variegated thread. It's just like different thread, and I was like, I already own all of the DMC, so I'm not doing that. And I have no idea what fabric this is. I know it's a white even weave. I'm not sure if it's 28 count, 32 count, or what, but I'm doing it over 1, so it's going to be tiny. But that's what it looks like. That's where I'm at. And like I said, I'm doing the DMC conversion. So, okay. I started that on the 19th of December. And And then just making sure I'm correct, because there's one in another bag that I need to pull out that's not in this bag because it's in the blood spatter bag, because I'm doing so many pieces on that fabric. Anyway, this is Cross Stitch Nation. This is another kind of faux round robin that we're doing. We're not actually round robining, but we are going to stitch each person as one of our people in our group. So we're going to change the skin tone or the hair color, and the dress will be different colors, like depending on what their favorite color is, and all of that. So, yes. And this, where is it? This is what I have done. I'm going to try to, hopefully this month, finish that top border, and then it'll be ready. I'm not going to do the bottom border until we're done all of the people, because I'm probably putting, instead of that bottom border, I'm going to put the initials underneath of each person. So that's where we're at. This is an old fabric from Grace Notes Fabrics. I don't think that you can get this specific color anymore. It's called Phillip, but they have a Phillip on their Facebook page that is a different color. So this is like the original Phillip, and then they've changed the color. So you can't get this one anymore that I'm aware of. Corinne, please correct me if I'm wrong. But this is a 28 count linen in the old colorway Phillip. That doesn't exist anymore, from what I can see. Okay. No. And I started that, I forgot, I was like, nope, this one. That I started on the 19th of December. Okay. And then the last one that I'm doing on the blood spatter fabric is not going to look like what it looks like on here, but it's Stay Away from the Cauldron. Again, not going to look like that because I'm doing it on a light colored fabric, so I'm changing all of the colors for the most part. There might be a couple that I leave the same, but I'm still debating. So when I get there, I'll decide. Where? There it is. And that is what it looks like. So as we can see, I've changed the moon on this side to red. The other moon is going to be the same. This is actually 816, I think. So I changed because I've been using like 498 or whatever it is for most of the reds, but I decided I wanted a different red. So I went with one that's a little brighter than the actual spatters. And then the cauldron is black. I think it's black on the, oh no, it's white on the pattern, but it's black here. So that's where we're at. We'll keep changing it as we go, but I'm doing that to like all of these patterns, so. Okay, and I started that one on the 20th. And I also started the next one on the 20th. And the next one, I don't really have like a photo altogether necessarily, but it's all of the Little Stitch Girl Spooky Hollow series. So I'm doing the border right now. There is a free frame that she has on her website for anybody who wants to do the frame for this pattern. And I'm also using all of the called for colors, but again, not the called for fabric. Because I'm me, and I'm not going to do that. Because I'm different. Because I don't like to try to find like, sometimes finding the called for fabric is like really impossible. So I'll get one that I like, that like works just the same. That's where I'm at with that one. This is 40 count blue steel. It's a 40 count linen by XG Designs. And I'm doing it 1/2. On 40 count, I pretty much always do 1/2, even if it calls for 2/2. I can't do it. It's too thick for me. Too thick for me. And like I said, started this on the 20th. I think. Right? Did I say that? Yes. Okay, the next one, I don't actually remember when I started this one. Carla, you might be able to remember when I started, but I have no idea. I know it was a Saturday, so it might not be this day that I'm going to tell you. But this is my January gnome. It is by Cross Stitch for Everyone on Etsy, but there was a Facebook page. I'm not sure if you can still get these patterns. I think the Facebook group is or is going to soon here be archived. So I'm not sure how you get the patterns anymore after this, if you can even do that. So, but there are a couple of us who are selling this year. It was a sale last year for most people, but we were doing no new starts and then I dropped out. But the others were doing no new starts, so now we're still doing it. So I'm going to try to finish this gnome and then start the next one. So each gnome that I finish, I'll start the next one because they're all essentially the same. They're in the same size category, essentially. But it says here that I started on the 22nd of December. I'm not sure if that's accurate, but here's what it looks like currently. And this is a Lugana. I'm doing it 1/1. It's a 28 count Lugana. It's called Winter Wishes by Fabrics by Stephanie. And that's where we're at. So fun stuff. Really loving it. It's going to be tiny. It's going to be so tiny. I'm so excited. And the nice thing is there's like no half stitch. I mean, there's no like partial stitches or anything like that. So I can do it 1/1. Okay. What did I say? I started that on the 22nd? Yes. Okay. And then this one I supposedly also started on the same day. I kind of stopped writing down when I started things towards the end of December because I was just like in a manic panic to try to finish things or start things in time. And this is Grace, also by Cross Stitching Art. And I'm doing this on Grace Notes Fabrics. So here is where we are at. This is Grace Notes Fabrics Hannah. It's a 32 count linen and it's beautiful. It's my favorite. I wonder why. But yes, she's gonna look lovely on this, I think. Okay, and I started that on the 22nd too, supposedly. I think that's accurate. So I'm pretty sure I started the gnome on a different day, but I can't remember. So I just put down the 22nd because I know I started it in December. I just don't remember when. Okay. The next one, yep. I definitely started this before the day I said I started it, but the start date was supposed to be December 24th. I started it before then, but we're just going to go with it. But this, oh, I forgot to say, this is Honeymoon Sunset. It's hopefully on the screen here. It is by the Cross Stitch Studio. It is a really big piece. And I don't know who the who the artist is. Can't remember. So, but here is where we are at. So I got a lot done. I think I got what I wanted to get done in January done in December. So, all good. And then these two I know I started on the correct day because I started them yesterday. Technically I was supposed to, Medusa was supposed to be a New Year, New Start, but I needed to get the stitches in so that I could have my start in January be the new, my freebie new start. So I started this yesterday. I don't know which way this goes. Yes, I do. And this is Medusa by Unconventional X Stitch. I don't know who the artist is. That'll be in one of my next videos. In my next video, actually, probably, because I'll be showing this. I know we'll see it here, but not everybody will watch this, so I'll also show it in my regular update video. I started this yesterday, kind of middle of the day. So here's what it looks like. I got the literal, I think 200, it was maybe 205 stitches in here. So it was done. It got done. But yeah, that's that. And then the last one that I started yesterday, and I got a lot done, because it was mainly all black stitches, was my Queen of the Night. This is a chart by Thread Geeks, and I don't know who the artist is. I can't remember. I'll be saying that a lot for all of these new starts, because I can't remember we'll eventually get there where I can remember, but I don't. And then here is what I did. So I did 1,200 stitches yesterday, but like it's mostly black. Like the only not black stitches are that like little gray area right there. Everything else is black. So yeah, so that is my WIP braid, all done. Now I gotta go edit this, and that's gonna take forever. And then uploading it's gonna take forever. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I will see you guys on Wednesday, hopefully. We are getting our heat back on Wednesday. We're getting a new unit put in, so if I don't see you on Wednesday, I will see you on Thursday because I don't know what's gonna be happening here. But yeah, I will talk to you guys next week, and I hope you have a really, really great New Year, and I hope you had a great New Year's Eve last night. Okay, bye guys.